Teacher talking sports, what does, what do, how we live. And man, is there a lot that I could talk about from baseball last night. Cal Raleigh joined the 60 home run club. Aaron Judge also joined the 50 home run club again. Kyle Schwarber hitting 2 home runs. The Guardians taking a full 1 game lead over the Tigers in the AL Central after previously being behind by 15 and a half games. But instead, I'm going to talk about a player on a team 20 games under 500. Well, that player is Paul Skenes, who is just 23 years old and again had another dominant season. Last night was his last start, facing a Reds team that desperately needed the win. Well, Skenes didn't get the win. Not necessarily surprising if you know how his season's gone, but the Pirates did win in 11 innings, 4-3. You see Skenes' final line: 6 innings, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, no runs. He entered the day with a 2.03 ERA, so his excellent performance dropped his ERA under 2, finished with a 1.97 ERA. Incredible. We take a look. Alex Stumpf of MLB.com mentions. Move this over. Mentions how if he wanted to finish with, first off, no Pirate in the live ball era had ever pitched enough innings to qualify for the ERA. It's 5 in the morning. ERA title and finished with a sub 2 ERA. So last year he finished with a sub 2 ERA. He didn't qualify for the ERA title. So it mentions that if he threw 3 1/3 scoreless innings, he'd have a sub 2 ERA. If he allowed a run, he'd need to throw 8 innings, which just wasn't feasible this late in the season. Pointed out that his ERA was 1.96 as a rookie last season, so 100th of a point worse. Joking about how he was slightly worse because of that 1.97 ERA. But you see, first 2 sub ERA for a starting pitcher since Verlander, 1.75 ERA. Not just that, became the 4th pitcher in a live ball era to record an ERA that low in his age 23 season or younger, joining Doc Gooden, Vida Blue, and Dean Chant. So yes, actually did have a ERA 100th of a point worse than last year. Not just that, his WHIP, you see, was 1,000th of a point worse than last year. So gave up 1,000th Walker hit per inning more than he did last year. But yeah, just a filthy season. But you see, as I mentioned, not a surprise that he didn't win. A 10-10 record on the year. So 1.97 ERA. Well, first, OptaStats. Since ERA became an official stat in both leagues in 1913, Paul Skenes, the only MLB pitcher to finish a season with 200 plus strikeouts and a sub 2 ERA, and yet not have a winning record. For a lot of the season, he had a losing record. Pirates were able to give him enough run support in a few games where he finished 500. Thank you, Pirates, for that. But you see the worst win percentage in a Cy Young Award season, and yes, Paul Skenes is going to win the Cy Young. But the first 2 guys were strictly relief pitchers, Eric Gagne and Bruce Sutter. So for a starter, no one has won the Cy Young and finished with a non-winning record. You see King Felix 13-12 in 2010. DeGrom, who notorious for not receiving run support with the Mets, 10-9 in 2018. Trevor Bauer 5-4 in the truncated season of 2020. And then you see after that, DeGrom 3 games over 500, 11-8. So yes, Paul Skenes' season is going to make history in more than one way. He's going to win the Cy Young with a 500 record. I get that in today's game, wins aren't seen as important as it was previous, But, still amazing that he couldn't finish with a winning record with the dominant season he had. Pirates 20 games under 500. Really got to find some offensive pieces. I mean, they'll be getting Jared Jones back. Bubba Chandler for a full season. So, the makings of a decent, well, probably better than a decent rotation, especially when led by Skenes ERA. Just really need some hitters to figure something out. Will ownership actually go out and spend on some? Looking at past history, highly unlikely. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.